Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's May 3rd, 2024. I've got some time today. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. It's in the 60-degree Fahrenheit temperature range today. And so I got some time this afternoon to do a little bit of work here. And my thought is I want to do some work up here by where so this is where the grapevine trellises were. Yesterday I transplanted those over into the third food forest. We're in the second food forest. So we've got the blue spruces there. We got various nut trees, catawbas, some honey locusts, some English oaks, and butternut, pecan, heart nut. Those are the ones I think that's in that row right there. So you got the blue spruces, then those. Then in this row we have some flowering crab apples, some flowering pear trees down here, and we do have a couple of apples and all as we get down further. But between here and that cluster of trees that I'm going to end up taking down there, I've still got a mound here. So one of the things I'm going to do today is get on Elon and remove this mound here. I'll put most of the soil over here. I'll put a little bit over in this area here because I've got to fill in a spot over here, and I had planted black currants all in here, but the weeds just overtook them. So I'm going to salvage, I think I got 4 or 5 right here, small ones, and I've got a few volunteer trees down here I got to take out, and I've got a flowering crab apple, so I may move that flowering crab apple right up over to here since we've got a whole bunch of them here. But we'll see how things work out. I just roughed out this yesterday and filled in the big holes just so that we didn't get any wildlife getting hurt there. So that's it. So I'm just going to get started and see what I can get accomplished here, and we'll take it from there. Well, I was able to get as much as I can get done with moving the dirt, removing the mounds that were here most of the way. Once I get down there past this last flowering crabapple there, you can still see some grass down there. There was a low spot, and that's where the swales connect back and forth, and it is just completely saturated, so I just get stuck down there. And this will have to be reworked later, but I was able to just distribute the soil to the point where it's close to being flat, not completely. We were able to get all of the black currants and a couple of small flowering crab apples. Here's one of the flowering crab apples here. I just transplanted that right over into here. They're right by the base of this tree over here. So not too bad. All the birds are down here getting the seed and the worms, which is real nice. And so I'll have to take care of the rest of that down there at another time. All the crappy trees that I pulled out of here, the ones that weren't of much value and I tossed over the side there, I did bring those down to the hugelkultur bed. But there's more opportunistic stuff in here, but it's going to have to wait until things dry up a little bit more. Then I can conform this again, and this will turn back into, these swales act as vernal pools in the springtime as well, but it's entirely too wet down here. Just about getting stuck with the equipment. So if we have a few dry days, then I'll be able to work this all up in here, compact it down, and that'll work out. Then we'll start planning what else we're going to plant up here. We'll see. So that's it for today's video. A little bit of work with the equipment, but hopefully not too monotonous. And you can see how we're trying to transform things, recapture the areas, keep the spacing between trees and bushes and all, so that it's easier to maintain, and keep some of the invasive species like the multiflora rose, which just takes over in here. But that's it for today's video. I hope you found some value in it. If you did, give us a thumbs up. It's much appreciated. And by all means, folks, stay safe and take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye now.